Hi, Sammy. Would you like to watch our opening sequence here? Okay. Okay, so after watching that, it's fine. After watching that, would you watch this film in cinema?
I think maybe not in cinema, on DVD maybe.
Why is that?
Uh,
Why would you not watch it in cinema?
It looks like a good movie, and like if it were to be made into a movie, but I think I don't know, it's not the type of movie I'd watch, so I think I'd probably buy it on DVD afterwards or go to a friend's house and watch it.
Do you reckon it's something more personal, like something that's more realistic, so you would want to watch it at home?
It seems like one of those kind of stories about someone's life. So you have like all of those stories coming out now of like people's lives, and it kind of seems like that, and you seem like it seems like quite a personal story, and I don't really mind. I wouldn't mind watching something like that in the cinema, I just think.
Do you reckon your friends around your age group would watch this film?
I think a lot of them would, because you can kind of guess in the scene you just showed me, like it's obviously a teen going through it, so I think a lot of kids my age would watch it for the fact that they kind of, not that they can relate, but they might know of people and they might be going through it themselves. So
Do you think more boys would watch it, more girls would watch it, or equal?
I think it would be more girls.
Why do you think that?
Well, there's obvious reasons, but I'm not going to say
Obvious reasons. Can you name me one reason?
No. I think it's just, it seems more like a feminine kind of thing. Like
True.
Girls stereotypically are more involved in their feelings and are more kind of like, they'd more kind of want to watch something that they can get involved in. Whereas boys would be more like, no, I'm going to watch an action movie, I'm going to go watch people blowing people up and things like that, stereotypically.
So, what did you like about the opening sequence?
I like the fact that you had the music going over the top, and it sounded really good, like the way the music fit what you were trying to go with and like the story you were kind of trying to tell. And you could already tell from what you showed me, that there was a story and you could kind of depict this story, but it wasn't one of those things where it's kind of like, oh, I can tell what's going to happen at the end. It's one of those things where you don't know at all. Like, it could go either way. So.
That's cool, that's what we were trying to achieve.
Do you have any improvements for our opening sequence?
You can comment on the effects, because we haven't added any effects or that much sound, to be honest.
I think the music was really good in the thing, but I don't know if you could rectify it or not, but there's a scene where he starts talking, and I think it's when he was talking to the therapist, I think.
Yeah.
And it was kind of crackly in the background, and it was a good scene. It was a really good scene, but it was kind of putting me off. And there were times when I was watching that scene where I was thinking more about the crackling than I was about him, speaking what he was speaking about. So
Okay, we'll sort out the crackling.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Just
not that I can really think of.
okay, cool.
What was the most powerful scene you thought you liked in the opening sequence?
Oh, it's so hard because they're all really nice scenes. So
What stood out the most?
Yeah.
It wasn't so much a powerful scene, but it was the way you guys kind of set the scene when you went when you kind of you were into the flat or the therapist. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you did the pans over like the things on the side.
The
and,
props.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
the props kind of thing.
I
It wasn't necessarily powerful, but it was really kind of, it stuck in my mind for the fact it's kind of like, I wouldn't expect you to set the scene like that. I would have thought it would have just been kind of like him and what he was going through instead of kind of showing us kind of a background to the whole situation instead of just having him as the forefront.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what do you think the movie is about?
Feel like this is going to be wrong.
It's alright.
But,
It's a guess.
Maybe about a teenage boy that's going through some kind of mental illness.
Oh, can you guess what mental
Yeah.
illness it is, by the way?
I want to say either bipolar or depression, but
Okay.
I'm not.
No,
Like,
no,
I'm
carry
kind
on.
of,
Carry on.
Yeah,
No.
I'm kind of like going.
That was like really correct so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so kind of like a boy going through some kind of mental illness, and he's kind of. I feel like there should be a happy ending, but I feel like there isn't. Like, you know, that all of like the stereotypical movies would be like, oh, he's gonna end up happy and he's gonna live his life, whereas like I feel like there'd be like a twist at the end, and something bad would happen, and it just throw him off the edge or something. I don't know. It just feels like it has that vibe to it that maybe not everything will
Oh,
turn
yeah.
out okay. Maybe something will go wrong.
Okay, cool. We've like asked all the questions. Yeah.
Is that all of it?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you, Sally.
Thanks.
Thank you
It's alright.
for being here today.
Cool.
It's okay. My album's out. Sorry.
Number one album.
You can
We're
put
actually
that
gonna
out.
put that in there.
My
Yeah.
movie with Tom
Say bye.
Sangster's out.
Um,
Scorch Trials, be there. Sorry.
What do we
yeah.
do?
Have you guys paused it yet?